Now let's talk about some of the pros and cons, okay? First, let's talk about the cons of the best online tools out there. And this is not me saying it. This is Rick Reichert talking about AutoFi from Reichert Automotive. I asked him, I said, what are the disadvantages of the AutoFi product or of online tools in general? He said, listen, he said, the only disadvantage that we see right now with AutoFi is the wet signature requirement. But of course, he also sees that, just like we do, as an advantage. See, we all see this wet signature requirement as an advantage because it gives the dealer a chance to upsell more F&I products, to meet the customer, to set CSI expectations, to complete a service walk, set that first service appointment, all the things we talked about. Now, there are a lot of cons with some of the immature tools that are out there, right? If they're missing to-the-penny calculations, for example, this causes the consumer to lose trust immediately. We've got to get beyond that, all right? Make no mistake, I love credit estimators for lead generation, like the Black Book Estimate Your Credit Score. It's fantastic for lead generation, but it's not for obtaining financing, okay? That is a problem with some of the immature tools out there. Another problem is if you require them to go out and find their own financing or even give them that option. You want them to connect with the banks on your website. You want them to log into their own bank on their website, all right? And another con is if you require them to get a trade value elsewhere. It doesn't make any sense. Now, what are some of the top advantages of these tools? Again, according to Rick Reichert, one of the top advantages to any of these tools is you're offering today's customer what they think they want with respect to buying a vehicle. See, of course, only 5%, as Rick says, and 10% in 2 years, as Cox Automotive says, are going to buy this way. But a whole bunch are going to start this way, right? And then they'll bring in their iPad into the dealership. We're going to do the hybrid next. But you're giving them a chance to buy the vehicle the way they think they want to buy, right? All of these studies say 63%, 75%. All these people are willing to buy online. They're not all going to buy online, but they want to start there. Of course, there are immediate cost savings. This is another advantage when you do the deal even partially online, right? When we can shorten down the road to the sale, when we can already have the deal desked before they come in. They've done the self-desking. Now it's just F&I. We don't have to pay as big a commission. We can have product specialists handle this. And there are significant savings later when you work with one person end-to-end in your dealership. That's what, Sonic is finding out with their Sonic One experience, what Garf Group is finding out, what Champ BMW found out years ago, what Walser found out years ago. Is there a significant savings when we can have someone from beginning to end, one person with our customer? Folks, I'm sorry if you're an F&I manager watching this and you think, my God, is F&I going away? Yeah, I'm sorry, it is. But the great news is the sales positions are going to pay a whole lot more because they're going to be a whole lot more professional throughout. Now, there are also CSI advantages with these, right? When you can do the deal the customer's way with high process transparency throughout, right? As we saw offline, we're going to get better CSI. Finally, the process transparency leads to higher F&I grosses, and that's based on a study referenced in Automotive News. According to one large group using online buying, they're seeing higher than expected sales of F&I products with their online sales customers. They also say that F&I sales have been at or above those stores' traditional customer levels. So better back-end grosses, we learned from two sources, and the CarBiz Today article, showing us slightly better front-end grosses. So there are better grosses to be had with this. Now, there's some additional pros for putting this on your website, and one of that is that people are selling cars online right now. Okay, you can either join them and be in control of your customer, or you can wait for Chase or AutoGravity to start sending you one of their customers and letting that customer choose dealership in advance. Now, the cost risks are virtually nothing with the newest tools like AutoFi. Again, you're not developing a lot of stuff. These things, just a bit of code goes on your website. They work with your website company, and all the tools do this. There's no more bleeding edge. You're not developing stuff.